Radical.
Hello, sports ball fans, as Awakening Bear might say. Let's talk about Russell Westbrook. Specifically, something that happened to Russell Westbrook that he's not used to. This superstar, this former MVP, this man was an MVP of the league. He got benched. He got benched against the Indiana Pacers, one of the worst teams in the league. Tonight, the Lakers actually take on the Magic, which is the worst team in the league. And I have some faith. I have a little bit of faith in the LA Lakers to beat the worst team in the league. If the LA Lakers do not beat the Orlando Magic tonight, I will upload a video talking about My Little Pony. Hold me to that. I will. That's the little sliver of faith I have in the LA Fakers. Russell Westbrook is eating some words probably from a month ago. He said a month ago, quote, he'll be fine if he wins a title or not. If we win a title, cool. If we don't, I'm okay with that too, and life goes on. Well, Russell, life is going on. The Lakers are going on with you on the bench. He was benched. Now, Frank Vogel is trying to make moves to save his job. There's a lot of things going on here, okay? A lot of things going on here. Frank Vogel, he won a championship with this Laker team in the bubble not even 2 years ago. Not even 2 years ago, he won a championship. They were on top of the world. Now they're at the bottom of the hill. Not literally bottom of the hill, but they're in the middle of the West, and the expectations were for this team to be one of the best teams. But one of the reasons I think this team is not doing that well is the fit of Russell Westbrook on that team and the play of Russell Westbrook. So many things. In a Kings game, and the NBA actually has now banned the Kings from doing this when the Lakers come by to visit. They were playing foreigners cold as ice every time Russell Westbrook missed his shot, and he misses a lot of shots. Threes, pull-up, fadeaways, layups, dunks, whatever the shot, Russell Westbrook will miss it. Now, he did slam a hell of a dunk against Rudy Gobert in the Jazz game. So that's a big plus. They beat the Jazz, but the Jazz, though, they're one of those teams that are on a slide. They're 1-7 in their last game, so, you caught them in a bad time. But still, that was a win. Let's talk about Russell Westbrook, though. I'm getting off track. There's so many things I could talk about when it comes to the Lakers. Russell Westbrook was benched. He is supposedly a superstar. You know what it must do to the ego of a superstar like Westbrook to be benched? I'll tell you why he was benched. I think the last straw was, there's Levert, I think his name was. He's one of those guys, good players for the Pacers, a good player on a bad team. He was having a field day with Westbrook. Westbrook, I saw it. He was so lazy getting back on defense. It's one thing that he's not good on offense. You expect him to maybe, be a little bit of a... Well, actually, you expect him to be great on offense, the former MVP. He's never been a defensive, hustler. But what happened is he just lazily basically let Levert just get by him. And he was having a field day. So he was pulled out of the game because the coach after said, I have the players in there that I think is going to help me win the game. Imagine listening to that if you're Westbrook. If you have been coddled your entire life, you have all these people gloating about your triple doubles. It's I think the end of the road for Russell Westbrook as a superstar. I think his days as a superstar are done. He's not seen as that. So you might say, well, if they're going to bench him, why not just go ahead and trade him? Better said than done. Who wants this guy to pay this guy over $40 million to be terrible on defense, to miss his defensive assignments, two, to not be a good fit on most teams, to play a point guard, but not be able to play that position to the best of your ability. and there's probably 3, 4, 5, and 6. There's multiple reasons a team doesn't even want Westbrook on their team, let alone pay this man over $40 million. So I think it's the end of the road for Westbrook. I think it's the end of the road as a superstar. I think he's going to get benched more and more because what Frank Vogel is looking at is he's on the hot seat too. He doesn't want to get fired. So basically, be damned. It doesn't matter. He's going to bench Westbrook at the end of the game if he thinks that's going to help him win some games. It might ultimately not. It'll be interesting, to see if Russell Westbrook actually, balls out tonight, if he's playing for his position, if it actually, gets through in his noggin like, hey, hello, former MVP. Maybe you've got to tighten up a little bit on your defense. Maybe you got to quit missing so many shots, Well, what do you think about this? Benching of Russell Westbrook. We are here, ladies and gentlemen. We are at this point.